For 25 years, Diana's former butler, Paul Harrison, had been keeping a terrible secret. The last words Diana said to him before her death were so shocking that Paul couldn't share them with anyone, until Kate Middleton contacted him. Kate wanted to learn the real story of Diana from Paul. Paul initially hesitated, but eventually told her everything. The truth Kate learned shook her deeply. Hello, dear Princess Kate Stories family. Before we dive into this shocking story, do you think some secrets should never be revealed? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss these special stories. Paul Harrison was a loyal butler who served Princess Diana from 1982 to 1997. At 45 years old, Paul was medium height, had careful eyes, and always dressed impeccably. He was one of the closest people Diana trusted and had witnessed the most intimate details of the princess's personal life. After Diana's death, Paul had distanced himself from the royal family and settled in a quiet suburb of London. He lived alone in a small house, getting by on his retirement pension. But Paul had a nightmare that repeated every night in his mind: Diana's last words. Paul had given statements in the official investigations regarding Diana's death, but he had never told anyone the last things Diana said to him. This secret was consuming him more each passing day. His neighbors knew Paul as a quiet, introverted man. They knew he was a former royal butler, but Paul never talked about it. His only companions were the roses in his garden and old photographs Diana had given him. In September 2024, Kate Middleton told William that she wanted to learn more about Diana. The legacy Diana left behind inspired Kate in her royal duties. I want to talk to people who are close to Diana, Kate said, to better understand her true character. William supported this idea. My mother's former butler, Paul Harrison, is still alive. He served her for 15 years, but he's a very shy man. Kate began researching Paul Harrison. She found Paul's address and decided to write him a letter. This letter was very personal and respectful. Dear Mr. Harrison, I am Kate Middleton. I want to learn more about Diana to keep her memory alive. I don't want to trouble you, but if it's convenient, could I speak with you? When Paul received Kate's letter, he was surprised. Why did the royal family want to contact him after 25 years? His first reaction was to refuse, but he read the letter over and over again. There was sincerity in Kate's words. Paul thought Diana would have loved Kate very much. Maybe the time had come. Paul wrote back to Kate, Your Highness, talking about Princess Diana is very emotional for me, but if it will be beneficial to her memory, I can meet with you. When Kate received this response, she was very pleased, but she didn't tell William about this meeting. She instinctively felt this should remain secret. Kate and Paul planned the meeting details. This meeting had to be secret. Kate couldn't go to Paul's house for security reasons. Paul also didn't want to come to Kensington Palace. Finally, they chose a quiet place, a peaceful hotel lobby in central London. Kate would dress ordinarily, and no one would recognize her. When the meeting day came, Kate was excited and anxious. She didn't know what Paul would tell her, but her desire to learn more about Diana was stronger than everything else. Paul also thought a lot about this meeting. Should he tell Kate the secret he had been carrying for 25 years? Would this information upset Kate? Kate was waiting for Paul in the hotel lobby. She wore a simple dress and had tied her hair back. When she saw Paul, she stood up. When Paul saw Kate, he was very moved. When talking about Diana, his eyes lit up. Your Highness, you look very much like Princess Diana. She had that same grace you have. Kate smiled. Thank you, Paul. Talking with you about Diana is very valuable to me. The first half hour passed with ordinary conversations. Paul gave examples from Diana's daily life. Kate saw Paul's devotion to Diana. As the conversation progressed, Paul began to appear more tense. Kate noticed this. Paul, it seems like something is bothering you. Is there something you don't want to talk about? Paul paused. Your Highness, there are some things about Princess Diana that I've never told anyone. Kate leaned forward curiously. What kind of things? Princess Diana's final days. She was very scared, and she told me some things that... Paul stopped. He was still hesitant to reveal this secret. Kate encouraged Paul to speak. Paul, if Diana was scared, it might be important to know why. Paul took a deep breath. 2 weeks before her death, Princess Diana said to me, Paul, if something happens to me, there are things you need to know. Kate's heart raced. What kind of things? Princess Diana said that some people were uncomfortable with her because she knew too much. Kate was surprised. What kind of information? Paul looked around, as if someone was listening to them. Secret agreements within the royal family. Princess Diana had learned about these. Paul continued. Princess Diana told me she had hidden some documents in a secret safe. These documents were very dangerous for the royal family. Kate was shocked. What kind of documents? Financial matters, secret agreements, special arrangements made with certain people. Princess Diana was keeping these as insurance. When Kate heard this, her stomach turned. Was Diana's death really an accident? Paul, where are these documents now? Paul shook his head. I don't know. Princess Diana didn't have a chance to tell me where the safe was. What else did Princess Diana tell you in your last conversation, La? Kate asked. Paul's eyes filled with tears. She was very scared. Paul, she said, if something happens to me, protect William and Harry. They are my everything. Kate's eyes also filled with tears. Diana was trying to protect her children. And then she told me this. Paul, if William ever gets married, tell his wife that I love her, even though I've never met her. I love her. When Kate heard these words, she started crying. Diana loved her even though she had never known her. I understand why you stayed silent for so many years, Kate said. But why do you feel guilty? Paul lowered his head. Because in our last conversation, Princess Diana told me one more thing, and I didn't take it seriously. Kate waited curiously. She told me, Paul, if something happens to me, it won't be an accident. I thought this was depression talk and didn't take it seriously. Kate's blood ran cold. Had Diana foreseen her own death? Paul, were the documents Diana mentioned ever found? Kate asked. Paul shook his head. Number after Princess Diana's death, they searched everywhere, but nothing was found. What do you think might have happened? I think someone found them before Princess Diana did, or Princess Diana hid them very well. Kate looked thoughtful. Could these documents still be somewhere? Paul shrugged. Maybe, but it would be very dangerous. Princess Diana was aware of that. Kate was trying to process what she heard from Paul. Was what they knew about Diana's death until now true? Paul, do you believe Diana's fears were justified? Paul thought for a long time. Your Highness, I was just a butler, but the fear I saw in Princess Diana was real. She knew something. Kate had thousands of questions in her mind. Does anyone else know about this? Princess Diana's closest friends might know, but they're scared too. Paul, this conversation must stay between us, Kate said. This information is very sensitive. Paul indicated he understood. Your Highness, I've carried this secret for 25 years. As long as you know, I'm at peace now. Kate felt that Paul trusted her. Thank you, Paul. It was important to learn these things for Diana's memory. Princess Diana loved you very much, Paul said. You are a worthy daughter-in-law for her? These words deeply affected Kate. As the meeting was ending, Kate asked Paul for permission. May I visit you again? Paul smiled. Of course, Your Highness. I can share other memories about Princess Diana, too. Kate left this meeting deeply affected. What she learned about Diana's final days shook her profoundly. On her way home, Kate thought about whether to tell William about these things. Would this information upset William? That evening, Kate decided not to tell William about her meeting. This information was too heavy, and she didn't want to upset William further. But Kate decided to work harder to keep Diana's memory alive. She wouldn't investigate whether Diana's fears were real, but she would continue her charitable work. What Paul told her showed Kate that Diana was not just a princess, but also a brave woman, someone who tried to learn the truth and faced dangers because of it. After Kate and Paul's meeting, a special bond formed between them. Kate occasionally visits Paul, learning more about Diana. Paul told Kate about Diana's secret charitable work, the aid activities Diana hid from the press, secret hospital visits. This information increased Kate's admiration for Diana. Diana wasn't just a beautiful princess, but also a very brave and intelligent woman. Paul reminded Kate of Diana's final words, "Tell William's wife that I love her." Every time Kate remembered these words, her heart filled. Diana loved her even though she had never known her. The secrets Paul told changed Kate's life. Now Diana's legacy wasn't just charity, but also courage and the desire to seek truth. Kate decided to complete Diana's unfinished business. To continue the projects Diana started, to keep her voice heard, Paul says to Kate, "Princess Diana would be proud of you. You are her true heir." Kate also says, "Diana's story isn't over yet. I will continue to keep her alive." This secret meeting showed Kate that truths can sometimes be very painful. But Diana's example of courage inspires Kate. Paul may still be keeping some secrets, but he's not alone anymore. Kate is by his side. What does this story mean to you? What do you think about Paul's courage? We're waiting for your comments. If you want to hear more stories like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. See you in the next video.